56 Kris Kringle semifinals. The Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs hosting the American River College Beavers. Hello everyone, I'm Dave Cox, along with my old friend Anthony Robinson. First of all, it's great to have you here, Anthony. This should be an interesting night. It's our first chance to look at the Bear Cubs under their new head coach, Mark Georgie. A changing of the guard, almost a new team here as well.
Yeah, it may be a changing of the guard, but you have to expect probably the same kind of philosophies. We talked to Coach Georgie before the game, and he's going to be trademark 2-3 zone, the same kind of things that Coach Mitchell did when he was here.
They got a big spark last night from Terrence Richmond off the bench.
Yeah, 24 points off the bench. Buzzer shot at the buzzer to get him going for the second half. Big game for him last night.
On the other side, American River will hope to get a spark tonight from Dante Giroux off the bench. He's had the flu for about a week. It'll be interesting to see how well he can play.
Yeah, not feeling real good. They'll pick spots to put him in the ball game. You can expect a very competitive game tonight out of both of these teams.
So this should be a good contest. American River always tough, and we will be right back with tonight's starting lineups and the opening tip-off in just a moment. Tonight's Game of the Week on PNC Sports is brought to you by Western Farm Center, the farm and the city. And Food for Less, our name says it, our prices prove it.
I have cable TV, which means that in addition to cable channels, I can still watch local programming.
So?
When you sell a DBS system to a customer, do you tell them they can't receive their local stations anymore?
Nobody watches local programming anymore.
What about local news, sports, and weather?
That's what newspapers are for.
Newspapers?
Well, if they insist on watching local channels, then I just sell them a regular antenna.
Regular antenna?
A regular antenna.
If you're thinking about DBS, you might want to think twice. Cable TV, still the best value in quality entertainment.
Welcome back to Hale Pavilion as we're getting ready to start tonight's game. They're going to announce the starting lineups here in just a moment. This should be an interesting matchup. These teams play in the same conference, Anthony, but they're in different divisions of that conference, so they may not meet again until the playoffs if they make it that far.
Yeah, but it's always a different thing when you're playing in your own tournament because Santa Rosa doesn't want to be sitting in the stands tomorrow night for the championship game and playing in a consolation. You always want to be in the big time in your own tournament.
And here comes tonight's starting lineups.
At guard, Mike Tennant, number 4. Guard, number 5, Brian Miller. Corey Johnson, number 34, at forward. And at center, number 44, James Jackson. American River, coached by Hub Morphew, assisted by Matt Davis and Doug Cornelius. Starting lineup for Santa Rosa Junior College, coming in tonight's game with a 6-5 record. Number 21 at guard, Ian Garrett. Number 23 guard, Ray Beasley. Number 33 guard, Mark Martin. Number 41, forward, Walter Beasley. Number 43, Reed Benson, forward. Number 43. Our officials for tonight's contest, Joe Falzone and Bob Bell.
So there's a look at the starters tonight for both teams. Very young team this year for Santa Rosa Junior College. There's Mark Georgie in his first year at the helm. He's assisted Tom Mitchell for several years. Tom Mitchell stepping down after last season after a tremendous career here at Santa Rosa Junior College. Georgie has been coaching at the high school level at his alma mater up at Hillsburg High School the last couple of years as well. So he's been very busy coaching as a head coach and high school assistant coach here. And hopefully that experience will pay off in this first year. There's another look at the starters for American River. Their leading scorer, actually, Duro, comes off the bench, so look for him at about the 6-minute mark.
Ready for the tip-off.
And there's Santa Rosa, Ian Garrett, Mark Martin, both, and Reed Benson as well, all three players that prepped here in Sonoma County. A lot of local players on this team and a couple guys we haven't seen for a couple years. So it'll be nice to check back in with them.
Yeah, that's the kind of fun thing about being on the Game of the Week is that we've watched some of these youngsters turn into men right here on PNC.
Enoch Dix, another local name, a star from a few years ago that is on Santa Rosa's squad. He'll be coming off the bench tonight for the Bear Cubs. American River with the ball to start things off here tonight in their dark blue with red trim. Santa Rosa, the home team, in the white for tonight's semifinal contest.
Pretty snazzy looking uniform right there for American River, Dave. As you see, Santa Rosa trademark 2-3 zone. Again, the same kind of thing that Coach Mitchell did when he was here.
James Jackson inside, the ball tipped, and Galloway with a follow. It's another chance for Jermaine Jackson. Finally, the rebound comes down to Reed Benson. And the Bear Cubs will bring it up for the first time now. Ian Garrett will run the point tonight out of Piner High School for Santa Rosa Junior College. He had a great year last year at Piner, leading them into the NCS playoffs. Ray Beasley down low and a foul called.
Yeah, Dave, Garrett was one of those kids that I'm talking about that I watched grow up right from Cook Junior High School all the way up to Piner High School, and now he's a man playing for the JC. Block shot for American River.
Galloway got the block on Mark Martin. Got a rebound for Corey Johnson for American River. There was no foul earlier, just on the line with the American River players who had taken the ball away. Long outside shot for Brian Miller, and that's a three, her first basket of the night, and American River takes the lead.
That's a nice stroke by Miller there. Left his hand up there, nice stroke. Good shooting from the outside. That may be a problem as we go on, Dave, with Santa Rosa in the 2-3 zone. If American River continues to stroke the three like that, they may have to come out and change their defense.
Shot clock expires. Great defense for American River College. Santa Rosa turns it over for the first time tonight.
Real solid, a lot of talking, a lot of advancing on the ball, a lot of switching on the ball, rotating around. Good job of defense by American River.
Miller again gets it to drop from three. He's hot.
Well, when you got a shooter like that who begins a game like that, number one, you got to get some size. You got to get a hand up in his face to prevent him from shooting that three. You just can't let him stick you like that for the three-point shot.
Bear Cubs try to answer with a three of their own. That was Walter Beasley. Ball was rebounded by Mike Tennett for American River. Beavers running the floor.
Down here on the rebound, Dave, that was a very smart play by Jermaine Galloway. He saw a Bear Cub getting ready to come over and take that rebound from him. Watch, this is the foul right here. There you see it. That, no doubt about that, when you pump your man, get him in the air, and then lean into him just a little bit and hope to get him the foul.
Brian Miller at the free throw line. American River, a very solid free throw shooting team. Miller all net on the first one.
Miller's the man so far. He's got all 7 points for American River. All
Make it 8. There's Hub Morphew on the bench for American River College. He's been here, done a great job with American River. Last year they defeated Santa Rosa Junior College in the playoffs.
Bear Cubs had high hopes of moving on in the state playoffs, but American River had other ideas.
Dave, that also adds to the importance of this ball game. You want to send a message to American River this time around.
Mike Tennett called for the personal foul. First team foul on American River College. Inbounds pass goes to Walter Beasley. And there's your first basket for Santa Rosa tonight.
Nice little pull-up shot that time for Beasley. You see again the Santa Rosa zone. That picture gives you a good look at it. The rotation, there's a steal by Benson.
Bear Cubs trying to get back in it here. They trail by 6 at the 16:30 mark of the first half. This is Ian Garrett getting it down into the corner. Here's Terrence Richmond, who just checked into the game, and we've got a blocking foul. This should go against James Jackson.
Richmond attacking the basket, going to the baseline. That's what you should do when you get the basketball and nobody's around. You attack the baseline. Miller tries to get over to take the charge, but he just doesn't get there in time, thus the blocking call.
Brian Miller was actually called for that foul. There's Richmond with his first shot of the night. Towering rebound for the Beavers by Corey Johnson, his second board. Here's Brian Miller down in the corner. And the pass finds the back wall. Second turnover for the Beavers.
Credit that turnover, Dave, to the Santa Rosa Junior College Bear Cubs getting back quickly on defense to set up their zone. Thus the turnover by American River.
Bear Cubs setting up a bit of a high post offense right here. Garrett thinks about the three, now dishes Richmond with the turnaround. You can see that he's feeling it after having the big game last night. He wants to put the ball up. American River saves it. The ball goes off the back of Ray Beasley.
Yeah, not afraid to put it up, Richmond. And that's all right. You know, he came out here last night and did a good job. So, hey, come out here tonight and solidify the good job he did last night. What you call earning your keep, earning that playing time, bringing your game.
Miller will try another three. The rebound this time goes to Corey Johnson. Battle inside. Jackson, the ball taken down by Walter Beasley.
That was one of the things that Georgia was concerned about, was a little bit of height advantage that American River did have.
Nice drive for Garrett.
Garrett with a nice kiss off the window. Nice shot.
Mike Tennett from the outside. That's another three, the third three here in the first half for American River, just 6 minutes into the contest.
Well, the Bear Cubs are finding out, Dave, that they can't leave these guys open in the three-land area.
Beasley on a drive, loses it out of bounds. Third turnover for Santa Rosa. American River playing great defense here in this first half as Enoch Dix checks into the ball game for the first time tonight.
And he's another young man who, of course, has been featured on this game of the week all through his high school career.
Dix spent some time at Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. Now makes his return to Sonoma County. See the score, 11-4. American River up by 7. 2-3 zone for the Bear Cubs. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Corey Johnson holding on. 5 seconds now on the shot clock. It's Miller. And Garrett comes up with the rebound.
Garrett does a good job, Dave, of setting this team up, getting the ball to the shooters. And if they don't want to shoot it, he's there for them to start it all over again for the Bear Cubs.
This is Enoch Dix. Now Reed Benson. And Richmond has the ball stripped out of his hands, but it'll stay with Santa Rosa. Checking in now is Chad Sargent, number 43 for American River. Sargent, 6'6", freshman center out of Oak Ridge. Dix will fire a three. Tipped in by Benson.
That's a nice rebound by Benson. Boy, Benson looks a lot. He got that little baby fat off of him from high school, man, and he looks pretty good.
Benson, one of the only Bear Cubs that returns to this squad. Not only that, he saw some playing time last year. It wasn't an easy team to break into the lineup on, primarily led by sophomores a year ago. Bear Cubs down by 5. Miller with a nice pass to Sargent. Ball tipped out right back into Miller's hands, and Benson ends up with it now for the Bear Cubs.
Real strong rebound by Benson. 2 dribbles to get himself free and get the outlet. That's good basketball.
Important possession right here now for Santa Rosa Junior College as we go under 13 minutes in this first half. They can pull to within 4 or 3, but it's taken away by Tenet.
Bear Cubs got to hurry back.
Long outside shot by Galloway and an offensive rebound for Corey Johnson.
Got to get a hand up in these guys' faces because they're not shy about taking the 3 from anywhere on the court, man. They pull it up, and you got to be out there with a hand up as Dix is right now.
Galloway on the baseline loses it.
So, that was kind of lucky for the Bear Cubs because they didn't do a good job of cutting off the baseline that time. They're lucky that they got the turnover. You're going to see here, look at this. This is just a lousy job of cutting the baseline off. Very, very lucky that they got a turnover there.
Full court pressure now for American River. We'll see how the Bear Cubs handle it. Douglas into the game for the first time, and he's fouled by Mike Tenet.
Douglas making the fashion statement with the black and white socks there, looking real good.
Still 11-6. Benson with a lane. Doesn't finish. The rebound will go to American River. It's Corey Johnson. He's had 5 rebounds already in the first half.
Tough break for Benson. Went to the hole very strong that time. Just was not able to finish. Zone gets a little bigger with Douglas at the top instead of Garrett.
There's Dante Duro into the game for the first time, and his 3 is off the mark. He's the leading scorer. Sargent with a follow.
Bear Cubs had good rotation that time. Dix challenged the shot, just couldn't get the rebound underneath.
Seven-point lead. Richmond off the mark, hasn't hit a shot yet. Walter Beasley fouls a Beaver as he goes over the back.
I think Richmond, he's got to take his time a little bit. He's rushing it just a bit. He's got to understand that everybody doesn't expect him to score all the points that he did last night. So let's just relax, son. Let the game come to you.
Sargent kicking it back out. Tenet, no good. Offensive board by Duro. Ball taken away now by the Bear Cubs. Douglas in the open floor. 1-on-3, loses the ball back.
Yeah, you said it right that time, Dave. 1-on-3, poor decision by Douglas. Should have brought that ball back out. Take advantage of the turnover. Don't go back and give it back to the other ball club. And if you don't think Georgie gets some of his coaching ways from Mitchell, he's down by 7. Zone really hasn't paid any dividends for him, but he's staying in it as Mitchell would have.
Tenet's shot no good, and Douglas has a board for the Bear Cubs. A little bit of pushing and shoving going on down low, and Corey Johnson called for the foul, checking with the ref saying, "What, me?" Mike Halverson mixing it up with him down low. See if we can pick it up.
You see them both battling each other on the block, and the thing that happens is that the officials always catch the retaliation. They never catch the first one, so you always get caught when you try to give it back.
Dix on the baseline, his shot off the mark. The Bear Cubs not shooting well here in the first half, and it shows on the scoreboard as they trail 13-7.
Yeah, they're missing a lot of chippies. Dave. You know, both these teams ought to realize that the officials are calling that hook tonight. So you'll see the hook right underneath on 34. He'll try to get under, and there you see him come around right there, and that's the foul.
Miller pulls up from 17, off the mark. Sargent with a tip, no good. The Bear Cubs finally come up with a board. That's Reed Benson.
This is a two-hand on the ball night, Dave. If you got a chance at a rebound, you got to grab it with two hands, because these guys are really punching at the ball.
Beasley tries to get it to Dix down low. Dix throws it off Johnson. It'll stay with Santa Rosa.
Smartest play in basketball. Throw it off the guys standing right in front of you.
Dix in the lane, gets one to drop.
That's the kind of thing we're accustomed to seeing him do. Slice through a bunch of people and go right to the cup for the bucket. And you see the good zone rotation again. There's Benson right there on that. That's just good defense by the Bear Cubs. They're going to get a jump ball out of that one.
Possession arrow will favor Santa Rosa. Good defense that time for the Bear Cubs.
Yeah, the zone was shifting and moving, covering the ball. You saw Benson come up and cover the postman in the middle. That's excellent defense by the Bear Cubs.
And a timeout taken now by Santa Rosa with 9:02 left here in the first half. The Kris Kringle semifinal game. It's 13-8 American River.
Welcome to Shopping 101, or how to save even more money at Food for Less. When you see this bright green tag on an everyday item, it means we've made a special purchase from our vendors and want to pass the savings on to you. Now then, this is the soon-to-be famous Food for Less wall of values. It's hard to miss. Here you'll find hundreds more specially reduced items. Finally, remember, when you shop at Food for Less, you'll always pay less, no matter what you buy. Food for Less. Our name says it. Our prices prove it.
Western Farm Center has
Quickly inbounded to Dix, and he misses the shot. Sargent with the rebound. He's been very active off the bench now. 3 rebounds for American River, and a travel call against the Beavers.
Bear Cubs need to come down and figure out who's going to do what on the offensive end for them. Who's going to go to the basket? Who's going to be the man? Dix has the capability of being a man out there. Maybe they should go to him, but another turnover.
Ball taken away by Tennette, laid in by Miller. Reed Benson, fast break, gives it back to Beasley. Very nice pass.
Yeah, I'm impressed with Benson. I mean, he's getting up the floor. He's making good passes, playing some pretty good defense. There you see the turnover situation. Santa Rosa, 6 turnovers, and that's one of the reasons why they're down by 5 right now.
Tennette off the mark. Douglas gets the rebound. And here come the Bear Cubs running the floor. Beasley right side. Nice fast break for Santa Rosa.
The textbook fast break. Stop at the free throw line, give up the ball, go to the hole, lay it up. Timeout American River.
7:59 now. 15-12 the score. And we're going to take a look at that last play. Beautiful fast break by Santa Rosa in the open floor. They set up the lanes perfectly. And a nice dish by Douglas.
See, this is textbook. Pass the ball right as you enter the free throw line area. Give it up to the forward for the finish. Nice job by the Bear Cubs.
So the Bear Cubs fighting back now, down by 3 here in the first half. They really got off to a sluggish start, and American River came out hitting the threes, Anthony. Since then, they've stopped that a little bit. And Santa Rosa's making a little run right now. Yeah,
they adjusted real well in the zone. They're getting out. They're getting a hand up on the zone. One of the things that they have to do now is block out a little better. They're making good rotations. Now they just have to screen out so they can get the fast break going.
Johnson up top with Garrett. This is Miller. He hit 2 threes right off the get-go.
Yeah, he's a player that you have to locate. Every time down the floor, you have to know where he is because he's capable of pulling the 3 on you. You don't want to rotate and leave him by himself.
Dante Giroux now gives it back over to Miller. Miller with a nice drive on the baseline. Just beat the buzzer.
And just as I say that, Beasley not able to get over and recover to him, so he goes to the hole with a reverse finger roll.
That one hits the top, it comes down, and Beasley banks it in.
Beasley, strong rebound, kiss off the window for the bucket. Good play, offensive play that time, set up for Dix. Double screen, brought him off the top to the three-point area. Just couldn't stick it. That'll be there all game long if they continue to run it the way they did just there. This picture gives you a good look at the Santa Rosa zone, how they collapse. Good job collapsing on the middleman that time with the basketball.
Miller tries a bomb, and Ian Garrett comes up with the rebound in the front court, tries to drive the baseline, now dishing back to Enoch Dix, and the Bear Cubs will move it out up top and restart the offense.
Georgie up, screaming directions, wanting to run their regular play.
Under 6 minutes now, first half. Halverson.
That's a nice stroke by Halverson out of Rancho Cotati High School. Left-handed stroke, a la Chris Mullen. Nice shot.
Corey Johnson down low. Good defense that time for the Bear Cubs, but Johnson comes up with the loose ball. Great hustle by Johnson. The feed down low, taken away by Halverson. Timeout called as Benson is shaken up a little bit.
Yeah, he took a shot. He took a shot trying to draw. I don't know. He's trying to draw the charge. Took a nice shot to the face, but he's a tough cookie. You'll see it right here. Boom, there it was right there. Just glaze him across the face. He's still checking to see if all the pearly whites are still there. The Bear Cubs haven't played real well, but they're only down by one. They got a chance to take the lead right here.
17-16. Garrett to Beasley, and he nails it.
Beasley's been the man the last 3 times down the floor. He's got the last 3-4 baskets for the Bear Cubs.
Bear Cubs with their first lead of the night.
Good job finding Miller. That play was to swing him all the way around and get open. Look at the Bear Cubs collapse on him.
Giroux from the top drains the three. 4th three of the night for American River.
And you just have to accept those when you're playing zone. If you can't recover fast enough, they're going to get those type of baskets, and you have to be able to recover.
20-18 now. American River back up on top by 2. Approaching the 4-minute mark here of the first half, and we've got a holding call. That's going to go against American River, their 15th foul.
Georgie's real upset that that foul wasn't called a little earlier. You see him right there. He's letting the officials know that that call should have been made earlier. Dix was being grabbed on the outside. Referees finally called it.
Jeremy Oldenburger called for the personal. Dix shaking loose baseline, and he draws the foul. I think that's going to be on Oldenburger again.
You'll see it right there. Just see, one thing that you have to do when you're playing defense is cut off the baseline. If you get, even if you have to take your foot and step on the white line, you've got to cut the baseline off. You give up the baseline, you give up a score most of the time.
Garrett inbounds it to himself. Holy smokes. Ian Garrett with the assist and the basket.
Is that just a smart play or what? Can't get the ball inbound, the defender turns around, and you just bank it off of him and take the shot. Nice little 6-7 foot jump shot for Garrett that time.
Giroux doesn't get it. There's Galloway, offensive rebound. Miller skying for the rebound. It's Russ Hamlet.
Galloway too nice that time. Had a nice little 5-footer. Elected to pass the ball underneath. Nothing happened. Here's Dix to the hole. Stripped away by American River. Out of bounds off of Miller. So here's a little bit of the smart play by Garrett. Look at here. That's his jump shot after the fact. He had banked the ball off the back of the American River player and was able to pull up for the jump shot.
Feed down low. The Bear Cubs lose it. That's their 7th turnover here of the first half. 20-20 the score. Good first half of action. You see Mark Georgie working along the bench over there for Santa Rosa.
Well, he's on his point guard's back a little bit that time. Garrett a little too nice. He had a wide open 3 there. He elected to give it up. But see, that's his game. He'd rather pass the ball than shoot it.
I got to say, it's real nice to have you back with us here, Anthony. It's been a while, and a lot of fun to have you with you. We miss your expertise, that's for sure.
This is one of the things that I've missed the most now that I'm not in the area the most is being with PNC. I tell you, this is just great work right here. The guys in the truck, they still do the great job, and everything's just dandy here at PNC.
Anthony's coaching some basketball down in the Bay Area at Kennedy High School. I'll have to talk him into coming back up here a few more times this year if we can. There's a nice play, baseline. The Bear Cubs can't get it to drop, but an offensive rebound by Hamlet. His shot rejected by Dresser.
Yeah, he just went up too. It was weak, Dave. He went up real weak that time. And there's Ian Garrett again with a great play on the baseline, getting in front of the man, drawing the charge. Those are the kind of things that he does for Santa Rosa. He's done that kind of thing the whole time. Here, you'll see this here. This is just not very strong. You see, he just threw it up there, 42. Didn't really have to jump to block his shot. You got to go up stronger than that when you're underneath the glass. Beasley had Richmond wide open under the basket, couldn't get it to him.
Benson going down low. Hamlet with just over 2 minutes to go with a nice spin, and he got it to drop.
See, now he's a little strong on that move. Little spin move to the base. I'm sorry, to the free throw line. Banging home the jump shot. Bear Cubs up by 2.
Good defense by both teams. We haven't seen a whole lot of fouls. Just 10 team fouls combined. Despite the nice defense, here's Richmond with a beautiful steal. 3-on-2. Beasley got the basket and the foul. What a pass by Richmond.
Yeah, what a pass, and how did it get through there? You had Garrett coming down the lane with his man, Beasley on the other side with his man, and that pass still able to get through. Look at Robinson sizing everything up. Now look at that pass. It goes through 3 American River players, and 42, Dresser gets the foul for American River.
So great defense tonight, but the Bear Cubs managed to get ahead, but not by much. That was a very tough shot. Beasley had about 3 Beavers breathing down his neck.
Yeah, it's just the pass. Look at the pass. 1, 2, 3 American River players, and the foul on the outside. That's just a good pass and finish by Beasley.
Russell Hamlet showing some emotion right there. Bear Cubs would love to get in the championship game of this Kris Kringle tournament here in Mark Georgie's first year.
Yeah, you always want to play well in your own tournament. You don't want to be sitting in the stands when the championship game is going on. You want to decide what goes on in your own tournament, especially if you got a first-year coach who, you know, Georgie would just love to win this thing. You know, Santa Rosa has always put on a quality tournament. Some of the best junior college talent around has come through this Kris Kringle Classic.
So this is our initial basketball game of the year. It's been a great football season. We've enjoyed that. We're shifting gears a little bit now. We've got a full schedule of Redwood Empire hoops coming at you. This week, of course, we're here at the Kris Kringle tournament. Next week, we'll have the Sonoma State Cossacks battling against Cal State LA as Pat Fiscaldo's squad looks to come back strong after a great season last year. Then we'll have the Sonoma County Classic, always a terrific tournament. And this North Bay League race this year at the high school level looks like it's going to be fantastic here in the Redwood Empire as well.
Yeah, I saw Piner play down in the Bay Area against Pinole Valley, and they looked real tough.
Ray Beasley off the mark as he tried for the three-point play. Dresser pulling down the rebound as we go under 1:30 now in the first half. The Bear Cubs up by 4.
See, now when you're behind, this 2-3 zone gets a little tougher to work against.
Nice turnaround in the paint by Jackson.
Got to have good post moves when you get the ball down low, and that was a good turnaround, face your man, put the basketball through the hoop.
Garrett, all net.
Garrett real strong with the ball, Dave. Pull-up jump shot from the wing area. He doesn't shoot the ball real often, but when he does, he tries to be very effective. That's just a good shot for him there.
Under a minute now, 26-22. The Bear Cubs up by 4. Giroux shut out here in this first half. Check it, he had 1 3-pointer. He's the leading scorer on American River. The Bear Cubs paying close attention to him, although he came off the bench tonight. There's Giroux. Miller with 5 seconds on the shot clock, buries it.
Well, Beasley came over and tried to grab the ball from Miller, and you can't do that. You got to make sure that you keep contact with the shooter. Put your hand up and make sure that he doesn't get the shot off. You can't go out there going for the steal and don't get it.
Russell Hamlet, 4 seconds, 2 seconds. Hamlet hits it at the buzzer.
Got away with a little soft carry that time, but able to get the basket down, and they give him a 3-point shot, and that may be a big booster for Santa Rosa going into the locker room.
So Russell Hamlet with a 3-pointer makes it 29-24 as the teams head into the locker room. Bear Cubs trailed early in that first half, and really great job by Hub Morphew's squad coming out of the locker room, but the Bear Cubs really battled hard, stuck with their guns, and finally got some baskets to fall like this one.
You'll get that. That's a nice 3-bucket. The coach of the American River, Morphew, was really upset there because he got away with the carry. He really wanted to see that carry called.
So 29-24 at the half here in the Kris Kringle tournament. We'll be back with more action from Hale Pavilion after this.
Western Farm Center has everything you need for all the animals in your life. Your dog will live high on the hog with premium food for good health and good taste. And with a huge selection of biscuits and chew bones, let him make the choice. Western Farm has a full section just for horses. We've even got birds, cages, and feed, as well as beekeeper supplies. You see, at Western Farm Center, we're experts in animal care. So if you love animals, you'll love Western Farm Center, 1 block north of Railroad Square, the farm in the city.
Wouldn't it be nice if every child had a happy and joyous holiday season? Post Newsweek Cable is teaming with the Santa Rosa firefighters and the Toys for Tots campaign to help bring a smile to those less fortunate children in our community. Here's how you can help. Bring an unwrapped toy to Post Newsweek with a $10 value, and you'll receive a special 3-month offer for HBO and Cinemax or Showtime and the Movie Channel. You can also receive a special new subscriber offer. Make this a special holiday season. Support Toys for Tots.
Last year, Harry Arbios helped enrich the lives of thousands of young people and was rewarded with a brand new car. This year, you could do it too. Just donate $1 for a Schools Plus raffle ticket and watch the Schools Plus Post Newsweek Cable Telethon on March 11th. You could drive away in a brand new Breeze from Zumwalt McGreeny, Chrysler, Plymouth, Jeep Eagle. Stop by any Santa Rosa school or Post Newsweek Cable for your raffle tickets and help return arts, sports, music, technology, and more to our underfinanced schools. With Schools Plus, we're all winners.
Want a burger that looks like this? Try the new Juicy Burger in downtown Santa Rosa. Juicy Burger offers a healthier charbroiled hamburger, as well as veggie burgers, and a variety of fresh ingredients to top off your burger. Sit, relax, and enjoy your food in a relaxed atmosphere. Or try our delivery service. Juicy Burger, voted the best burger in the 90s. Downtown Santa Rosa, across from the cantina.
Welcome back to Hale Pavilion. Good first half of play, Anthony. Really the tale of two players. Brian Miller in the early going, hitting the threes, and then coming back strong at the end of the first half, Ray Beasley for Santa Rosa Junior College.
Yeah, Beasley slicing to the basket, getting a couple of good passes in the lane. And, of course, Miller pulling up the 3 shots. Santa Rosa going to have to do something to stop that 3 shots and also the athletic ability rebounding down low for American River.
We're going to take a look at the halftime stats now. Rebounding edge for American River. Both teams even in the turnovers. 3-pointers really the story for American River, especially in the early going, but the Bear Cubs defense settled down after that and seemed to really spot up on the shooters.
Yeah, and I think 3 of those 4 are by Miller, and he moves all over the place. And one thing that the Bear Cubs have to do is they have to get a hand up on him. You can't go out trying to steal the ball like Beasley did and got caught, and Miller got him for another 3. So you have to be real careful when you go out and get a hand up on the shooter.
So we're ready now for the start of this second half of play. American River College starts off with the basketball. They trail by 5.
Billy Oldfield in the game for Santa Rosa.
Corey Johnson with a 3 right off the get-go. Brian Miller scored 12 for American River in the first half. Ray Beasley had 10 for Santa Rosa. Garrett chipped in with 6. Hamlet had 5 for Santa Rosa. Sargent, the only other player of significance for American River, he had 4 in the first half. Tip in, Benson doesn't get it to drop. And it's Brian Miller with the ball.
Mark Martin also in the game. Freshman out of Cardinal Newman.
Martin comes down with the rebound. And here come the Bear Cubs. Now trailing it, or leading it by 2. They trailed much of the first half. Took over at about the midway point. Held on from there. Nice quick turnaround by Walter Beasley. The rebound by James Jackson, his second board of the contest.
Again, Santa Rosa comes out not really knowing who's going to do what. So you got a couple of people taking some shots. Got to settle back down and get back into what got you back to lead. That's bringing the ball down, getting it to the people who can do things on offense.
Jackson, but no. Tennette stepped on the line first. It was an easy basket for Jackson, but the whistle beat the pass.
Well, I tell you, Dave, Coach Morphew for American River really is just not happy with the officiating. He's jawing with the officials, and the officials are jawing back at him. So, you know, it's even on both ends as far as the jawing is concerned.
Billy Oldfield down low, cut off nicely by the American River defense.
Good swing of the basketball there.
Oldfield called for the offensive foul. Johnson takes the charge.
That play had player control foul written all over it. As Oldfield went to the basket, defender standing right there in the lane. No adjustment made. You can't run the guy over without getting a foul called on you.
The winner of tonight's game will play Solano College. They won the other semifinal contest 82-77. They played Napa Valley tonight.
And they're coached by Jerry Miller, who used to be an assistant at Sonoma State. And he has really built that program up. He's got some real athletic kids in there now, and he's really got things going well.
Nice drive to the hoop by Galloway, but the Bear Cubs come up with the ball on the rebound by Walter Beasley. And we got a double dribble call against the Bear Cubs. Tough break.
Yeah, it is a tough break, and it's a good call because Martin wanted to pass the ball up the lane to Beasley, who was wide open, and he should have. He should have given the ball up the lane. The official, the lead official, who was looking back at that, saw it. That's a great call. Again, see, there's Beasley on the top on Miller. See, that's where you got to be.
Galloway doesn't get it, but there's Corey Johnson with an offensive board and a call down low. That's going to be before the shot, and the foul call goes against Ray Beasley.
There you see the block right there. No doubt about the call. Both officials had pretty much the same thing, just a matter of who was going to call it.
So an inbounds opportunity now for American River.
Stay home. Stay home. James, go to the ball.
Miller, he's been cold since the early going. He came out and hit 2 3-pointers real early on.
A lot of that has to do with the Bear Cubs, the way they've adjusted to him as well, but he's also hasn't had a variety of looks at the basket either.
Ophil finds himself open from 3. Reed Benson with a nice offensive board, sends it back out to Martin, and he hits the bottom of the net.
Good job again by Benson, kicking the ball out after the nice board, and Martin finishes it off with about a little 9-footer.
Benson has been the lone rebounding force for the Bear Cubs with 7. There's an offensive board for Jermaine Galloway of American River. Jackson inside with the roll.
Boy, those offensive rebounds it will pile up on you, and sooner or later, those add up to more attempts at the basket for the other team. And when they've got more attempts at the basket, 9 times out of 10, they're going to be ahead on the scoreboard.
Ophil working against Brian Miller. And we've got a foul call, and that goes against Walter Beasley. He was working down low, used the elbow to get loose, and he picks up a personal foul.
Ophil just is not as strong as Garrett is with the basketball. There's a nice little bounce pass right there, and I don't know where the foul came from there, but they did call it. Substitutions for Santa Rosa.
Terrence Richmond and Enoch Dix checking in now for Ophil and Martin for Santa Rosa. That's one thing that Mark Giorgi is doing, similar to what Tom Mitchell did last year. Dix and Richmond, of course, 2 of his better players, and he does not start them. He brings them off the bench, much like Mitchell did last year with a couple of his star players.
Yeah, it gives them a chance to see what's going on in the game and then get in and contribute right away. Travel call, yes.
The Beavers.
Excuse me, Dave. Travel call did a good job of adjusting again on the defense. Defense doing a good job still of rotating the basketball.
Foul call, that goes against Mike Tennett. I've got him for 3 personal fouls. Didn't see a whole lot of team fouls in that first half. Now we're starting to see the pace pick up a little bit. Happens a lot of times when players start losing their legs a little bit. About the middle of this second half, you see a few more fouls.
Yeah, I don't know what Tennett was going. I don't know what he was doing that time. No chance of stealing the basketball, just picking up just a routine foul.
And on the official clock, they've got Tennett with 4 personal fouls. And there's a nice defensive play by Johnson as he takes it away from the Bear Cubs.
Well, this is just a simple case of too much dribbling. I mean, why dribble the ball in the corner over? Look at this. Just a bunch of dribbling, and all of a sudden the defender says, well, if you're going to dribble down there, I'm going to reach down there and try to take it away. And he succeeds in taking the ball away. Don't dribble the ball and just stand and dribble. Dribble with a purpose. Go somewhere with your dribble.
Galloway hard to the hoop. Pretty play.
Yeah, that's what you call sweet roll that time. Sweet roll to the goal.
Oh, this one's going to be a dogfight. 31-31. Just under 15 minutes to go in this contest. The Kris Kringle semifinals for 1996 at Hale Pavilion. Dave Cox and Anthony Robinson bringing you the action. Dix loose. Nice pass from Beasley.
And a good job, good execution of running their offense. Got Dix coming off the double screen on the weak side, able to get the layup underneath.
Talking with Mark Giorgi earlier, he said, you know, this team has played everybody tough. We've been in a lot of games as Johnson makes a basket. They're at about the 500 mark on the season, but he sees a lot of hope for the future because they haven't let a lot of teams really beat them up despite their youth.
Yeah, and they play strong. They look to do some good things. It's just that when they get an athletic team, it looks like against them, they suffer just a little bit.
Here's Miller with a rebound. As Beasley's shot was well off the mark. Fast break, and Benson gets back and breaks up the pass.
So that time that Miller is not very quick, as he was very slow and deliberate bringing that ball up on the break.
A couple of new players checking in. Russell Hamlet back in now for Santa Rosa. Inbounds play goes to Miller. He was looking to shoot, but Dix got right up and in his face. There's Giroux. And it ends up in the hands of Tennant. He tries to feed Jackson, but Jackson wasn't quite ready for the pass.
Yeah, Jackson should have been ready for that. Should have been ready for that as Tennant was going to the basket. As a big fella, you always got to be ready for those dish-offs coming at you underneath, because you never know when the little fellas might get in trouble and they look at you as an outlet. Timeout on the floor.
Timeout taken on the floor here with 13:29 to go. We're tied 33 all here at Hale Pavilion.
I have cable TV, which means that in addition to cable channels, I can still watch local programming.
So?
When you sell a DBS system to a customer, do you tell them they can't receive their local stations anymore?
Nobody watches local programming anymore.
What about local news, sports, and weather?
That's what newspapers are for.
Newspapers?
Well, if they insist on watching local channels, then I just sell them a regular antenna.
Regular antenna?
A regular antenna.
If you're thinking about DBS, you might want to think twice. Cable TV, still the best value in quality entertainment.
33-33 as we approach the 13-minute mark. Both teams working things out in the huddle right there. Beasley, no. The tip by Dix just off the mark. And Giroux comes down with the board.
Transition game, you got to get back on defense. That's what this is going to turn into. Transition game, whoever gets back the best and the most on defense is going to win this game.
Jackson turnaround, no good. There's Benson with his 8th board of the night. Good defensive hustle by American River. Both teams pointing to say it's our ball. The officials will give it to Santa Rosa.
Excuse me, Dave. A lot of hustle that time. As you see that both teams really want to win this ball game. You can see the hustle starting to come out in them. Bear Cubs getting back on defense. American River challenging them. It's going to be a real barn burner down the stretch.
Nice basket for the Bear Cubs.
That's Dix underneath. Pass from Benson. They've done a good job. I tell you, Benson has done a real good job of passing the basketball.
35-33 now. The Bear Cubs up by 2. 12 minutes to go in the half. In the ball game, Miller. Pass inside, under 10 seconds on the shot clock. And the rebound falls into the hands of Ray Beasley for Santa Rosa.
Dave, I'm wondering, is Ian Garrett hurt, or is Georgie just wants to get a little more size in the ball game? Because I think he should be in handling the basketball for this club.
Terrence Richmond doesn't get the roll. Jackson tipping it, Benson, and it's on the line. It'll be American River's ball.
Benson always around the basketball, always around it. If it's going out of bounds, he's there. If it's the rebound, he's there. If it's on the floor, he is in the vicinity. He's doing a good job for the Bear Cubs.
Feed down low, Benson with the rejection. Giroux came up with a loose ball. Now it's Hamlet falling. And a tie-up called, and it'll be the Bear Cubs ball.
Well, good hustle by the Bear Cubs, staying on the board with this athletic team, battling for the rebounds.
Still haven't seen a lot of players go to the line in this ball game. We've only seen 3 free throws shot all night, and all 3 of those were in the first half.
That's why the game's moving pretty good. American River's bench, 1 more foul, saying that they're getting clobbered.
Richmond turns it over. 10 apiece now in turnovers for these two squads. Mark Georgie looking to the bench. It's going to be Julio Douglas. And Ian Garrett will check back in now. I think it's the first time we've seen him in the second half at all.
Yeah, I don't know why he kept Garrett out for so long. You know, like I said, I guess he wanted to see what he could do with more size up front on the three-point shooting Miller. And that's paid off, actually, because Miller hasn't really been able to challenge.
Beasley fouls Miller up top. That's 3 fouls on Beasley. Inbounds opportunity now. American River trying to tie or take the lead with this possession. Johnson. Enoch Dix with the board. Dix pushing the pace a little bit. American River doing a nice job of getting back, and there's Garrett, and he shuffles the feet.
That's one thing that I would like to see him do more of, is to take that thing and go ahead and pull it once or twice and see, you know, what he can get. I'm sure that his coach wouldn't mind if he took that shot every once in a while. There you see the rotation, tough zone defense. Benson had a hand up on that one.
Bearcats up by a couple now with the ball. Douglas. Oh, net. Mark Georgie grabbing his head saying, holy smokes, where'd that come from?
Well, Georgie called out play number 2. Garrett, they all rolled it up for play number 2, and I don't know, I'm sure Georgie's saying, what play 2 was that for Douglas? But it all works out when you hit the J, baby. It all works out. Benson goes out of the game, gets a much-deserved rest. But I believe, as Miller sinks the first free throw, I believe that if American River starts to get any advantage on the boards, I think you'll see Benson coming right back in the ball game.
Miller, a very strong free throw shooter.
I was 85% shooter when I played the game, man. They get a look, see how strong Garrett is with the basketball. See Miller's all over him, but he's still able to maintain his dribble.
Dix. Nice lean to the basket. He's got 8, 6 in the second half.
Yeah, fundamental play right there. Fake, get your man off the ground, one dribble, side step, jump shot. That's a great move by Dix.
Got a small lineup on the floor now with Benson on the bench for Santa Rosa. Walter Beasley playing the post at 6'4". Johnson got the basket, the foul on Hamlet. Count the bucket.
See, again, just not as strong underneath there without Benson in the ball game. So you're going to get a look. There's a ball in the interior. Might have got away with a little travel there, but there you see the foul from the backside.
Johnson averages 12 points per game for the Beavers. And he doesn't get the second one. There's Beasley with the board for Santa Rosa. Under 9 minutes, Garrett driving hard, draws the foul. He went for the pass instead of the shot. If he'd have tried to shoot right there, he'd be at the line right now. Miller called with the foul.
Yeah, throughout Garrett's career, he's always been unselfish, but if he gets a chance to score, he's always tried to score. On this level, he sort of assumed the real point guard role, but I think he can still, try to score every now and then. And he's wide open right now. There's nobody guarding him.
Bearcats trying to stretch the zone out and dish it down low. They got lucky right there. The ball went right back into Dix's hand. Douglas Rebounded by Chad Sargent, his 4th board of the evening here at Hale Pavilion. 39-37, Santa Rosa. Miller, nice pass. Sargent inside.
I think you might have seen the last of Douglas on that. That was just a wild shot. I'm sure Georgia will probably get him out of the ball game on the next substitution.
Ray Beasley is waiting at the scorer's table to check in. Benson also joins him now at midcourt. Walter Beasley from 15 doesn't get it. Giroux with the rebound.
Yeah, we knew Benson wouldn't be out long.
Timeout in the air. Garrett says no, he didn't get there, but the official gives Johnson the call with 7:35 to go in the contest. We are tied at 39-39, and we will be right back with more action in just a moment.
Food for Less, your locally owned and operated supermarket, is proud to honor Montgomery High School's Mickey Rabinovitz as Sonoma County's Teacher of the Year. Mickey's 31 years of teaching driver's education and world history at Montgomery have made him a community treasure. His lessons include emphasis on responsibility, integrity, and concern for the larger world. Mickey Rabinovitz joins the 1996 Food for Less Students of the Month as models of excellence. With stores in Santa Rosa and Rohnert Park, Food for Less. Our name says it. Our prices prove it.
Right there in this Kris Kringle tournament semifinal contest. Santa Rosa and American River putting on a great show here at Hale Pavilion. Decent crowd here tonight. Beasley with the rebound off the miss by Tannett.
Credit Dix there, went out and challenged him, made him shoot a basketball that he didn't want to shoot.
Always like to get a plug in for folks that haven't had a chance to get out to Hale Pavilion or don't do it that often, that you're really missing something if you haven't come out here. The price is right. Every seat in this house is good. American River doesn't like the call on the baseline. Walter Beasley fouled. They thought they had the block.
I thought that was, Dave, I thought that was pretty legit. I thought that was pretty legit. Get your weak stuff out of here. Ooh, that's legit. That's a legitimate, that's a legitimate block, legitimate complaint from number 43, Chad Sargent. He didn't get anything on that. You know, usually the bailout, as Beasley makes the first one, usually the bailout is, well, he got him with the body, coach. No, no body on that one.
Beasley, second leading rebounder on the squad at 8.3, doesn't get the second one. Nice rebound pulled by Johnson.
Fast-moving contest, 6:40. Hey, you see the clock left in the ball game.
Yeah, this ball game is just a little over an hour old. We are moving right along. Nice job by Tannett. He's got 5 points now, and he gives American River their first lead in a long, long time.
A lot of this has come from Santa Rosa trying to slowing the ball down and going to the half-court offense, and they're just not getting anything out of it. Georgie might need a timeout to settle his ball club down just a little bit. Well, they're going to say this ball is out of bounds off of the Bear Cubs, and it is. He tried to throw the ball off of American River, but he was out of bounds as well. So good call by the official.
Bear Cubs take it back away. Under 6 minutes, and Ian Garrett takes a timeout for Santa Rosa right here with 5:50 on the clock. American River leading it by 1 in the Kris Kringle semifinals. Don't go away. We'll be right back. We've got a good one at Hale.
Farm Center has everything you need for all the animals in your life. Your dog will live high on the hog with premium food for good health and good taste. And with a huge selection of biscuits and chew bones, let him make the choice. Western Farm has a full section just for horses. We've even got birds, cages, and feed, as well as beekeeper supplies. You see, at Western Farm Center, we're experts in animal care. So if you love animals, you'll love Western Farm Center, 1 block north of Railroad Square, the farm in the city.
Opportunity to thank our sponsors that have been with us, keeping our efforts to promote and support local sports alive here. These are the businesses in your community that really care about local sports and the positive things that the athletes in our community are doing. So if you get a chance, do business with some of the folks that sponsor the game of the week and tell them thanks for helping us to keep it on the air.
That was a pretty good shot of Georgie there. Good music going. He kind of looks like Kris Kringle a little bit. Got the red face going there. And check him out. He's got the red on there. All he needs is the little beard action, and we could call him Kris Kringle there. Oh, look at that tie. You gotta love that tie, man. That tie's awesome. That's what happens when you become the head honcho, man. You gotta have some flash, some style.
41-40, American River leading it by a point. The Bear Cubs with the ball. Good contest here. It's been a close one all the way. Actually, American River got off to a little bit of a lead early on, but it's been close since then. Garrett with a nice drive to the basket, just doesn't get it to drop. Beasley alertly throws it off Sargent, and the Bear Cubs will hang on.
Smart play to throw that ball off of him while he was going out of bounds. That's what he tried to do on the sideline, just didn't get the call.
Still haven't seen a lot of free throw shooting in this contest. We've seen a few players go to the line in the last 4 minutes, more than we saw all night in the previous 15 minutes of this half or the first 20 minutes of play. Dix underneath, still can't get it to drop, but Reed Benson hustles after the loose ball.
He has been a spark plug here tonight. He hasn't scored a whole bunch, but he's done a whole bunch of other things real tough for the Bear Cubs.
Dangerous pass. Dix. Miller gets the rebound. And American River with 4:30 to go. A little more than 4:30. And a 1-point lead. High pass. Miller saves it very nicely. Giroux now getting it back up top to Tenet.
Santa Rosa guards really do a good job of harassing you when you're in that top area of that zone. You get three-point line extended, they're all over you.
Oh, what a shot by Tenet. Is it a 3 or a 2? I think they gave him 3 right there. They wanted a foul as well. Beautiful shot.
Again, the whole American River bench up wanting a foul that time. Didn't get it.
Foul call. This goes against American River. Hub Morphew working on the officials a little bit as that call goes against Giroux. That's his first personal. 4 team fouls. You look at the team fouls at 6 and 4. Santa Rosa with 6.
High screen and roll.
Garrett doesn't get the 3. Giroux has the rebound. Garrett almost puts knuckleballs up. They have just a slight bit of rotation. Interesting shot.
Yeah, that probably wasn't the kind of time for him to shoot that ball. As you know, it wasn't really the right place for that.
Miller doesn't get it. Terrence Richmond has the board. He'll run the floor. Benson on the break. Great job by Beasley to keep it alive.
That's a big basket there. Now Santa Rosa has to be careful here because American River has made some adjustments. They're setting a double screen on the guards at the top, not allowing them to rotate over as fast on the zone. That's an adjustment that needs to be made by the Bear Cubs.
Another beautiful fast break for Santa Rosa. That's something that they've done well tonight.
Yeah, this is Benson on the miss. And look at the great hustle by Beasley, and he'll go up strong off the glass with a kiss and the roll. Nice shot.
Real good defensive night for both teams, and when you play good defense, you create fast break opportunities. That's what the Bear Cubs created for themselves right there.
Yeah, you've also got to get back in transition as the Bear Cubs do a good job of getting the ball up the floor. There's the miss. Beasley strong on the rebound, and he'll go up and again kiss this off the glass for the finish. So you have to be able to transition yourself real well. You've got to get back off the misses and even the makes. You've got to really push yourself to get down the floor because both teams are really coming at you off the rebound.
Bear Cubs break in their huddle. American River taking a little bit of time in theirs. Hub Morphew got the felt pin out, a little bit of play drawing up there as he tries to hold on to this 2-point lead and get into the championship game. Solano waiting in the wings. They won earlier tonight over Napa Valley. The winner of this one will play them in Saturday night's championship game.
Solano is very athletic. You really got to bring your game against them because they're really going to get after you. More substitutions in the ball game for Santa Rosa.
Bear Cubs playing some tough D, and Beasley fouls to net. That's the 17th foul on the Bear Cubs.
Santa Rosa extended a little bit, getting more pressure out top on the guards. Tough foul on Beasley that time as he was trying to just get position and got caught for the foul on the push in the back. Tennant will go to the line.
Tennant hits the first one. He's out of Jesuit High School, one of the top high schools in the Sacramento area. It's one thing that American River College really blessed with, a lot of great schools to draw players from in that Sacramento area. Of course, they have a couple other junior colleges to compete with as well for those players.
It's always nice when you got a lot of schools to pick from. You get a host of good athletes.
Mark Martin up top for the Bear Cubs. This is Terrence Richmond trying to get loose. Nice feed. Beasley on the baseline.
I like that by Richmond. It came out, he was a man last night. We got a lot of points. And tonight, not really going real well for him, so he drops it off to Beasley for the nice little shot. Here you see the extension. Beasley way out top on the guards. And you see they've got American River pushed out quite well, but American River is also working some clock here as there's 13 seconds on the shot clock.
Bear Cub crowd chanting for defense. Under 10 seconds on the shot clock, now 5. American River is going to have to really hustle to get a shot off right here. Under 2 minutes to go. What a game, 46-44. Miller loose on the baseline. The Bear Cubs double team him. Hamlet in his face, but he hits the bottom of the net. Holy smokes, Miller. His third 3 of the night.
Boy, Miller, he's not real fast, but boy, he really knows how to get himself free for the jump shot.
Hamlet shaking loose. Doesn't get the roll. Beasley dives in. The Bear Cubs fighting hard for the ball, and they will hang on. Martin crashing into the boards. Well, you don't think these players want to get into the championship game. Both these teams coming out and really going at each other. And the pace has really picked up in the last couple of minutes.
Well, you take a look at all these guys battling for this rebound. There's one battle right there. There's a swat at the ball, and the ball's going out of bounds. And you even got players going into the wall, going out of bounds.
Mark Martin hits the deck hard. Beasley gets the lay-in. Martin wanted a call. I'm sure Georgie will take the 2 right there. A 3-point game now. American River up as we approach the 1 minute mark.
Excuse me, they got his pass off right before he hit the deck that time. And Beasley able to finish. Again, American River working some clock. 19, 18 seconds on the shot clock. You see the game clock on your screen. Timeout, American River.
The Beavers do call for a timeout with just 57 ticks left on the clock. It's 49-46, American River on top.
Hi friends and neighbors, this is Mr. Music, and I'm helping Santa deliver his favorite Christmas album, Songs of Christmas Joy, featuring the best North Bay performers, Boggio, Buffalo, Buzzy, Hijinks, yours truly Mr. Music, and many more. 22 great songs and a sing-along book included. Best of all, profits go to support Schools Plus and the local schools' music programs. So get yourself the hottest Christmas album. Peace, love, joy, and boogie woogie forever.
I remember when I played.
Good ball game here. 49-46. Of course, everybody's getting ready for Christmas. You done your shopping yet, Anthony? What's going on?
I've got a few things. But you know, Santa hasn't really put a lot of moolah in my wallet this year. So, you know, I'm doing the best I can.
It's not the size of the gift, it's the thought that counts. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'm not expecting a whole bunch either.
Try to spend less, you know, than a couple $100 on me. You know, don't go hog wild this year, huh?
Yeah, I bought a couple of video games. You know, video games are the in thing nowadays.
Well, I got to tell you, I got a whole lot to do here in the next couple of days. I got my work cut out for me. Under a minute to go. American River up by 3. They've got the ball.
With 5 seconds on the shot clock.
Miller gets it off, beats the buzzer. Dive for the ball. It's out of bounds. Santa Rosa's ball.
Official all over that call right there. As it went off of American River, Miller tried to reach out and get it at the last minute, and it goes right off of his hand. You'll get a good look. Not really a real good look, but it was off of Miller going out of bounds.
So the Bear Cubs now with under 40 seconds, and they're going to take a timeout and make sure they set up a play right here. Get some three-point shooters into the contest. It's 49-46 with 37 seconds to go in the Kris Kringle semifinals.
I remember when I played ball here at Rincon Valley Little League Park. It was on this field that I learned about teamwork, commitment, and gained self-esteem, where lifelong friendships began. Now, I watch my grandchildren play here. Wouldn't it be a shame if they couldn't play here? It could happen. You can help keep Rincon Valley baseball alive. For information or to send your tax-deductible donation, please contact Rincon Valley Little League at 539-7905. And let's play ball.
Well, you know it's coming. You saw Mark Georgie get Mark Martin into the game, Billy Ophil, all very good three-point shooters. You're looking at Martin at a 40% clip. Ophil's hitting 42% of his threes on the year. Terrence Richmond on the floor. He's a 37% free throw shooter, and you can imagine that's what Hub Morphew's trying to diagram some defense that really guards the perimeter well.
Well, at this point, offensively, yes, you're down by 3. You probably want to try to get a three-point shot up. Now, defensively, on the American River side, you want to get a hand up, and you want to make sure that you don't foul on a three-point shot.
Richmond does get off a clean 3, but it rattles around the rim and out. Sargent has the board. The Bear Cubs forced a foul.
Good rebound by Sargent. Sargent squeezing the basketball, able to make sure that the Bear Cubs don't come up with a little chippy steal. Richmond had a great look at the basket. That's just a great look, and it just didn't go down for him. He steps in real good. He gets the shot off real good. All the Bear Cubs are up. It just didn't go. Now watch the squeeze on the rebound here by Sargent. He squeezes the ball and makes sure that they don't get a chance to rip it away from him, and he draws the foul.
There's Terrence Richmond. 19 seconds on the clock. Bear Cubs will have to hope for a couple of misses right here. Douglas checks in now for Santa Rosa.
We're real surprised he doesn't have Dix in the ball game right now. He's a good three-point shooter. As you hear the Bear Cub crowd.
Sargent hits the first one. He'll get a bonus.
Sargent, with the ice water running through his veins, able to eliminate the crowd noise. Misses the second one, though.
Beasley has the rebound. And the Bear Cubs will hang on.
Bear Cubs need a quick basket, no matter what it is. 2-pointer, 3-pointer, whatever. And then they need to stop the clock. No shot clock, 14 seconds left in the game.
Bear Cubs need a 3. Douglas doesn't get it. Richmond has the ball stripped by Sargent. Beasley's on the line. 4 seconds left. American River has the ball, and their bench begins to celebrate a bit.
Yeah, I think you might be able to stick this one in the oven. Yeah, I think this one is in the bag pretty much, as Santa Rosa will need at least 2 scores right now. They're down 50-46. They would need 2 scores with 3 seconds left. And of course, American River will pull everybody off the line. There'll be no opportunity to get any crazy fouls right here.
Deontay Giroux at the line for the American River College Beavers. Bear Cubs desperately need a miss. Beasley with the rebound, a desperation shot at the buzzer, and American River College is going to the Kris Kringle Championship.
Well played ball game by both teams. I think the fact that American River just had a little bit more patience against the zone defense, I think they did a good job of the patience there. The transition was good, and the 3-point shooting, I think that's going to be the difference in this ball game tonight.
So a good early look at this young Bear Club squad, and as Mark Georgie said, they stay right with teams, the teams with a little more experience, whoever seem to win these close games, and perhaps that's something that they will begin to turn the tide on when league play comes around. They played some tough teams in this early preseason. That can only help them when they go up against the league opponents.
Yeah, they only lost by 4 points, and I tell you, a couple of shots here or there, a couple of turnovers here or there, they may have been in this ball game, but American River was very athletic, and again, the 3-point shooting of Miller, especially that one he hit down the stretch falling down, was one of the big keys in this contest.
So 50-46, the final score here in the Kris Kringle semifinals. American River College, the winner. That's it for the action, but we'll be right back with tonight's player of the game.
Want a burger that looks like this? Try the new Juicy Burger in downtown Santa Rosa. Juicy Burger offers a healthier charbroiled hamburger, as well as veggie burgers, and a variety of fresh ingredients to top off your burger. Sit, relax, and enjoy your food in a relaxed atmosphere. Or try our delivery service. Juicy Burger, voted the best burger in the 90s. Downtown Santa Rosa, across from the cantina. Western Farm Center has everything you need for all the animals in your life. Your dog will live high on the hog with premium food for good health and good taste. And with a huge selection of biscuits and chew bones, let him make the choice. Western Farm has a full section just for horses. We've even got birds, cages, and feed, as well as beekeeper supplies. You see, at Western Farm Center, we're experts in animal care. So if you love animals, you'll love Western Farm Center, 1 block north of Railroad Square, the farm in the city.
Wouldn't it be nice if every child had a happy and joyous holiday season? Post Newsweek Cable is teaming with the Santa Rosa firefighters and the Toys for Tots campaign to help bring a smile to those less fortunate children in our community. Here's how you can help. Bring an unwrapped toy to Post Newsweek with a $10 value and you'll receive a special 3-month offer for HBO and Cinemax or Showtime and the Movie Channel. You can also receive a special new subscriber offer. Make this a special holiday season. Support Toys for Tots.
If you're not on Post Newsweek Cable, you don't get local sports.
Looking down the middle, Morey wide open, touchdown Cardinal Newman. He's to the 20, the 15, inside the 10, touchdown Montgomery.
Hi, I'm Rich Rebello of Food for Less. We're proud to be sponsors of PNC's Game of the Week. Hope you tune in every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday at 8 p.m.
Welcome back to Hale Pavilion. I'm with tonight's player of the game, Brian Miller. Congratulations on the win tonight. You guys came in here shooting the ball real well from the outside, but it was really a defensive battle tonight.
Yeah, the score was really low, and that's been one of our weak points so far this year is our defense and our rebounding. So we wanted to really focus on that on both ends of the court, offensively and defensively, on the offensive boards. So, yeah, that's what it was, defensive battle, definitely.
You did seem to have the hot hand early on. You hit a couple of threes early in the contest. You have a feeling that you were going to be hitting those threes early on tonight?
Yeah, especially in warm-ups, I was feeling real good. And beginning of the game yesterday, I shot the ball pretty well. And so I really felt like I wanted to come out and try and set a tone as far as our outside shooting, especially the way Santa Rosa plays that 2-3 defense. I wanted to make sure and try and break them out of that.
That was a real big three right there, that iced a victory. You guys really nip and tuck. Santa Rosa came back and took the lead. What were you guys talking about there down the stretch as this game was kind of going back and forth?
Trying just to make sure and play good D and not give up any second shots. I mean, really, that's been one of our weak points, as I said. And we have real strong guys inside, and they really took control on the game, on the boards especially. So, yeah, just making sure and giving them one shot every time down the court.
Now, you're primarily the only guy who takes those threes out there. Do you have the green light? Like if you have an open three-point shot, do you decide whether to shoot that shot or not? Do you have the green light from the coach?
This game I did. He's been telling us lately to shoot the ball because people have been tentative to shoot it. And he was telling all of our guys, if we get an open shot, make sure and take it because that's what they're giving us. So, yeah, pretty much he was letting us shoot the threes. And especially since I was hitting them early, he was letting us pretty much, because that's what they were giving us, take the open ones.
That last shot that you hit when you were falling on the ground, did you get fouled there?
For the record, no, but they didn't call it either. So if I would have got fouled, they would have called it, I guess. So.
So you guys are in the championship game. Solano waiting in the wings for you guys. So you got a chance to see the end of their game. What do you think?
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. They're a league team. They're in our same league, and they play hard. But I mean, I think we have a good shot, but we just got to come out and play with intensity the whole game. I mean, we've been coming out, and this game was kind of the opposite of how we've been playing. We've been real up and down, but especially we got to come out and play tough defense, and I think we'll have a good chance. But they're a tough team. They got some good players.
All right, well, that should be a good one. 16 points and 5 rebounds for Brian Miller tonight. He's our player of the game in the 50-46 victory for American River College. That's going to do it for our telecast. Hope you've enjoyed our kickoff of the basketball season here in the Redwood Empire. We're looking forward to more action. We'll be back next week with Sonoma State College against Cal State LA. Until then, I'm Dave Cox for Anthony Robinson and everyone here at Post Newsweek's Cable saying good night and Merry Christmas, everybody.